So I'm still getting a lot of people asking me questions about the lows, mids, and highs, and how to do each one, and what they should be doing for those. So I have improved a little bit since my first video, so I'll go ahead and go into a little bit more detail. There's only so much I can go over, so I'm actually going to cover all three, the lows, mids, and highs, in this video. Now, I actually use the same technique for lows, mids, and highs. A lot of people think that there's different techniques for it, and there might be. This is just how I do it. Now, I do my regular scream, which is my yow, yow, yow. You know, and if you don't know what kind of scream that is, I just consider it a mid-range vocal fry, basically. I have some other videos that explain kind of how I do it. As far as, I guess we'll start with mids, since those are probably a little bit what I'm better at, mids and highs. For mid, it's all low, mid, and high mean is it's your pitch. So if you don't know how to do the pitch, check out my Screaming the Pitch or Pitching the Scream video, and you can kind of see how you can use a musical instrument, match the pitch in a singing voice, then scream it. And it's a lot easier when you do that. Now, mid-range, there's a couple different kinds you can do. You can do the mid-range that's more common for me, which is the "Yeah, they just won't spread their wings." And then you can do what I call the other scream, which is the more, I guess, metalcore scream, which is the "Yeah, they just won't spread their wings." Now, that one uses a little bit more voice. Remember, this is all just pitches. You're screaming the pitch. That's all you're doing. When you're going into highs, a lot of things people do wrong, the main thing people do wrong, is that in their mind they're automatically thinking, oh, it's high, so I've got to be as high as I can go, and that's where they screw it up. Because if you're telling your mind that it's way up here and the scream's actually down here, but still high, it's going to screw you up, and you're probably either going to squeak or crack, or it's going to sound like shit. So remember, when you're screaming, think of the pitch. Don't think of how high it is. Think of the pitch. Think on a scale where the pitch is. If the pitch is up here, oh, that's really not even that high. And a lot of people, oh, that's as high as they, that's where they scream at. So, oh, it's just, oh, but this is already a high pitch scream. And then, of course, oh, 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 yeah, they just won't spread their wings. Now, I'm still kind of using a mid-range voice for that. One example of my high pitch, I kind of do it subconsciously, so let me see if I can do it. Yeah, yeah, just won't spread their wings. Now, from anatomical view, all that's really happening is your larynges are moving up a little bit higher. But once again, I'm kind of just hearing that pitch in my head. Now, I've been screaming enough now to that where I hear pitches in my head, I'm already hearing them in screaming form. If you don't do that, let me see if I can pinpoint that scream for you. Yeah, yeah, just won't! 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 Yeah, yeah, just won't! Yeah, and angels won't! So it's which is still not that high. A lot of times when we scream high, we want to go yeah, and then we screw up because we're thinking it's and we're not King Diamond. It's not up there. Now going into lows. Lows, you guys know I had trouble a long time with that. I still don't really think my lows are all that good, but the reason being is because I was trying to do other people's techniques, trying to see how they do the lows. I had one guy, or I saw one guy who said that he does his like a sigh, like he's going, which, I don't know, I don't really like that, and it's also harder to do words with that for me anyways, if I was trying to go, and angels won't spread their wings. To me, it's something not there. So once again, I'm doing the same technique. Yeah, just won't spread their wings! I'm doing that same technique, although I'm envisioning the pitch lower. And I'll screw up when I try thinking I want to get as low as I can go. Then I'll sometimes screw it up. Same thing with the high. If you think it's super high, you might screw it up. If you think it's super low, you might screw it up. So what I'll usually have to do, and I know it's hard to do on stage, but before I do a song, I'll practice it. I'll get low. Then if the scream's lower, I'll try to get lower, and I'll try to get lower. So it's, and angels won't spread their wings. And if I think it needs to be lower, and angels won't spread their wings. And angels won't spread their wings. Now, if you watch my head and my face and everything, subconscious plays a big role in making sound. Just subconsciously, my face moves down and I'm thinking low. I don't try to do that on purpose at all. A lot of people, when they go high, you'll see them put their head up. Just because our mind, we think high up, low down. I can do the same scream low, and angels won't spread their wings. I can still do it with my face up, but subconsciously we want to go down. But that's just a technique that if that helps you, if you start putting your face down and that helps you envision it lower and your mind thinks it's lower, then go for it. So to recap, we've got the low, and angels won't spread their wings. Got the mid-range, and angels won't spread their wings. We got the other mid-range, and angels won't spread their wings. And then you've got the high, and angels won't spread their wings. Now, if you want to know how to do the death metal grindcore stuff, unfortunately, I can't help you out with that. The stuff that's like super high, the super high pig squeals, I really don't do those. I can't do those. So when I'm teaching you guys to scream, I'm teaching you my scream. My scream is used by a lot of major bands out there. But I'm not saying you have to use the scream, but if you are asking me advice, then I'm helping you.